Hello, guys. This is Bloody Biscuits, and I have some bad news, which is kind of bad for me and probably bad for you guys. I unfortunately have not saying that I want or I am, but I literally have to cancel Birth by Sleep, even as far as I've gone. And my reason for this is after the recording that I just did, where I recorded Terra's story from the end of Radiant Garden all the way to the end of the game. And I thought it was a good recording, and everything went well, until the very end when I checked everything and noticed that Fraps still wasn't recording at the very end. And as you notice, anybody who records with Fraps knows, the way Fraps records is it uses a excuse me, it uses a hotkey that you map out on as one of the keys on your keyboard. It uses that hotkey in order for the recording switch. So if you hit that hotkey, it'll turn the recording off. If you hit it again, it'll turn it on, or vice versa, whatever. So basically, what I had to do was, because of the recording setup that I had with Fraps, again, I'm blaming Fraps with this one. Fraps records with the microphone input that is default for the computer. So basically what I had to do is I had to make the line-in jack or whatever from the PSP the default for let me see, how to make it default for Fraps. And since the sound recorder that I usually work, that's built into Windows, only uses the default recorder, I had to resort to another recording software for audio, and that would be Goldwave, which is my audio editor that I usually use. And the way Goldwave works is it doesn't just record continuously. What you basically have to do is create a file, or however long blank file, and then you record onto it. So I created a 2-hour blank file and recorded onto it, but that wasn't long enough. In fact, I had to do it like another time after that. So what I had to do is I had to stop the recording there, save that as an individual file, make a new one, and continue. And what I did when I saved is I named it Terra 2.1. And the hotkey that I set for Fraps was 1. So in essence, what I did there, unknowingly, was end the recording halfway in. And I continued the game, and I saved the game at the very end. And I didn't know until right after. And this is a problem that is undoable. This is a problem that you really cannot fix unless you are willing to go to great extents, and if you are really patient. And with this game and this recording setup, I am neither of those things. I am neither of those things. Because basically, in order for me to fix this, I would either have to have someone play the game and get up to that same point where I ended and then send me the save file, or I would have to play the game up to that point myself. And I am not willing to do either of those things, because just after the realization that the recording setup that I have for my PSP is the most robust and annoying thing to deal with in the world, as you saw before with Radiant Garden, where I messed up with the audio and had to input the audio myself, something like this is just fucking horrible. The mistake that I had here is just horrible, and I just will not, I can, but I just will not go back. I'm not willing to go back and do this all over again. It's just out of the question for me. It really is. I'm sorry. I am really sorry to the people who are behind Birth by Sleep or looking forward to it, but I cannot finish it. It just cannot be done whatsoever. And to the people, there might be a few of you out there who think that I'm using this idea or this is a fake idea and that I really was not enjoying Birth by Sleep at all and I needed a excuse for me to get away with not recording it. I literally still have the audio recording here, and if I have to, I will upload the entire audio commentary for this part, for this recording. I will literally upload all of it as proof that I did attempt to record this and I did fuck up. Okay? It is unfucking real. It's just, my God, I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. I've been really patient with Birth by Sleep, and I've been able to go through this. I mean, the first few times from the very beginning of Birth by Sleep to Radiant Garden, I was using a earlier version of Remote Joy that would literally not let me save after I finished my recording, which would force me to go back and play through the game again in order to get to the same point after I finished the recording. And then with Radiant Garden, I had messed up with the audio, and now here, it is just a really bad recording setup and just the most tedious and annoying shit in the world that makes you hate the game even more playing through it. Oh, God. I'm really sorry, okay? I'm really sorry to the people that are butthurt. I know some of you guys are disappointed, but I'm not willing to do this. I'm not willing to go out and have somebody. I mean, I know I could, but after something like this, after seeing something like this happen, it's out of me. It's just I really, really, really don't want to do it, and I'm sorry. Okay, I just really don't, and after something like this, I just cannot and will not do it. I'm sorry. This is me ranting on for 7 minutes, dear God. But basically, that's it for Birth by Sleep. Alright? So, how the playthroughs are gonna work out. I'm gonna finish Reach. I'm gonna continue with Ocarina of Time. That's not dead, by the way. I've been doing that for a while. But I wanted to finish Birth by Sleep before I continue with it. But now that it's out of the way, there you go. I have time to do that. And then once Reach finishes, I'm predicting that Reach will finish before Ocarina of Time, I'm going to introduce a new project idea that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I'll tell you guys about it once I finish Reach, okay? Once again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I cannot finish Birth by Sleep to the people who really wanted to see it, alright? I hope you can understand that. I hope you can understand my situation. That's all I have to say, alright? I'm sorry. And that's all from me. So, until next time, I'll see you guys later.